Hello, I'm Brett Owsley, the American manager of Kiev Connections, Ukrainian women marriage agency in Kiev. A really common question is, what is the meeting like? Well, after you've used our matchmaker service and you've become very familiar with the ladies, it's time to come to Kiev. After you come to Kiev and you freshen up in your apartment, you come to our office at a scheduled time. The woman comes to meet you, you're there in the office to meet her. It's all a very comfortable situation in our office. It's just a simple introduction, such as the woman comes to the office, you're already there. Let's say your name is John and her name is Svetlana. It goes like this. John, this is Svetlana. Svetlana, this is John. Now, it's really pretty funny because lots of times we've seen, just like in the cartoons where you see the halos circle around the head with little birds flying around and the couples instantly fall in love. It's always almost like a comedy. In fact, we've seen it several times, but usually it doesn't happen like that. Usually it's a simple introduction. John, this is Svetlana. Svetlana, this is John. Of course, both couples are usually a little nervous, hee ha ha ha, like that, and a couple of smiles, and they're free to go. Now, our office is only 1 block from the main square, and there are lots of cafes and restaurants that we could suggest you to go to. And just like any blind date you've ever had in your life before, you're free to go. You walk out our office, you walk down the street. Let's say you choose a cafe to go in and have a coffee and a cake with a lady. So you simply go in, and after an hour or two, that's pretty much enough for the initial meeting in most cases, and you'll have a good feeling for each other. At that time, just like any date you've ever been on in your life, you can ask the lady for her home telephone number or her cell phone number and give her a call later, as well as we'll be glad to arrange a second date with a lady if you'd like to meet her further and she'd like to meet you, of course. Now, of course, you're not going to meet and marry every lady, so you're going to go on several dates. But just like any dates you've ever been on in your life, you continue the dates. But the first date, you usually keep it pretty simple. A couple of hours in a cafe, Coke and coffee and stuff like that, as well as the lady might have things to do or you might be tired from your initial meeting. And you want to schedule a second meeting with the lady later if you really like each other. Occasionally, though, clients have fantastic times and just don't want to leave the meeting. Lots of clients meet the lady, and after an hour or so, just having a coffee and a cake, they say to the lady, wow, I'm really having a great time. What do you say we go for a walk? Or what do you say we go to a restaurant? Or what do you say we go bowling or something like that? So just like any date you've ever had in your life, you can continue the date, cut it off at any time. You really need to have a feeling for it, and the woman will give you some feedback. But it's effectively like any date you've ever had in your life, except that both parties are there to see if they're compatible for husband and wife. Both parties are very interested in marriage. Now, after the date is over, if our office is still open or the next day, you're welcome to come by and chat with us about the meeting, as well as if you'd like us to call the lady for you, either to get a debriefing or to arrange a second date. We'll be glad to do that for you. But that's it in a nutshell. So, the ladies are here waiting for you. You just need to come over to Kiev and meet them. If you meet several ladies, the odds are extremely high that you're going to meet one who's going to be your future wife. So, come to Kiev and find your destiny.